Good day, everyone. For today's meeting, we will be discussing about the operational audit plan for LenBong Manufacturing Corporation for the year 2021. This would include the background of the audit plan, the audit criteria and scope to which the auditors will focus, the rules of participants for smooth audit processes, and the summary of planned activities that would be conducted once the audit will start. The first topic is the background of the audit. This is an operational audit plan designed to provide assurance on the effectiveness and efficiency of controls and management with respect to the company's operation with regards to production. Furthermore, it is also designed to provide assurance to the management by providing conclusion and recommendations for the improvement of the company's processes. LenBong Manufacturing Corporation, which is a car manufacturing company, requested for an operational audit. While reviewing the company's operation, it seems that the company is operating constantly. While it seems good at a glance, days inventory outstanding shows otherwise. It seems that the car manufacturer stays in the inventory for an average period of 146 days, based on the historical data from 2019 to 2021 and estimated data for the year 2022. So we will focus our audit on the company's production system, which will include the repair and maintenance of inventories.
The criteria has been defined in the checklist titled Master Internal Audit LenBong Manufacturing Corporation. The audit may also encompass an accurate and thorough assessment of the following: accounts receivable, accounts payable, and the effectiveness and efficiency of control used by the entity. The standard reference document to be used is IATF 16949-2016. For those who are not familiar with IATF 16949-2016 standard, it is a standard to be followed by manufacturing organization to determine if the requirements are done effectively and efficiently by management. This checklist is based on the information provided by the international standard. You will see questions on the checklist that refer to the standard, and for each clause provisions are made for additional questions. The checklist contains questions to be answered by employees, and it contains questions that would answer how effective and efficient the internal controls of LenBong Manufacturing Corporation. The following are the audit tools that can be used in the audit. The first tool to use is the control chart. It is useful for the auditor and very helpful to understand the dynamics affecting the process under review. It is good for monitoring and detecting the process to easily determine the effectiveness and efficiency of the manufacturing corporation. The second tool is the histogram. It is useful for auditor for assessing the data distributed and will help to easily identify the data needed and the data that affects much to the accounts receivable and accounts payable areas. The third tool is the process flow map. It is useful to easily understand the processes, especially the effectiveness and efficiency of the operation, to test if the allotted time is enough for the targeted number of products produced. The last tool is the takt time. It is useful for auditor. In a way, it helps to determine the process flow of production by way of giving accurate results and how much rate of output was being produced during the time of production. So, these are the tools that are helpful in conducting the audit.
Audit scope. Our audit work shall proceed for purposes of producing, for the auditor's consideration, an audit certificate that he will then address the legislature through the government. The auditor certificate follows a standard form IATF 16949 in which the auditor provides legislature with an opinion on the matter of effectiveness and efficiency of production control in an automotive industry. In arriving at this opinion, the auditors will conduct an operational audit on the production line system of LenBong Corporation, which includes production information order, vehicle production line, and assembly line. The first line to be audited is the product information order, wherein this is the time the orders are accepted until a production plan is made. That will then be the basis in producing product instruction. These three phases will be audited on whether order information and product instructions are issued at the beginning of vehicle production line. Second is the vehicle production line, which is divided by three phases: order processing, painting, and assembly. The auditor will focus on whether vehicles with different specifications are produced one at a time in a timely manner while ensuring high quality. Under the assembly line, the auditor will audit on whether the assembly line have stock with the required number of all necessary parts so that any kind of ordered vehicle can be assembled. Whether assembly line replace the same number of parts from the parts producing process, and on whether preceding process consists of a small number of all types of parts.
For the participant roles, we have the audit participants. It includes the senior management, the lead auditor, the assistant auditors, and the managers and employees. Firstly, the senior management is responsible for supporting the activities conducted by the audit team, utilizing the work done by the auditors, and responding to the internal audit recommendations. Secondly, the lead auditor is responsible for preparing the audit plan, leading the audit team in executing the audit plan, delivering meetings, and submitting audit reports to the board of directors. Then, assistant auditors are responsible for helping and assisting the lead auditor during the conduct of the audit. Lastly, managers and employees are responsible for cooperating with the auditors and complying with the auditor's requests.
These are the summary of activities to be done during audit. For January 20, 2022, the activity to be made is the pre-audit plan meeting, and the person responsible are the auditors. For January 22, 2022, the activity to be made is the review of internal controls, application, and implementation, and it is to be done by the lead auditor and assistant auditors. For January 25, 2022 in the morning, the activity to be done is the inspection and observation of production information order, and it is to be done by the assistant auditors and lead auditor. For January 25, 2022 in the afternoon, the activity to be done is the observation of order processing, and it is to be done by the assistant auditor. For January 25, 2022 in the afternoon, the activity to be done is the inspection and observation of the process of entering raw materials into production, and it is to be done by the assistant auditor and lead auditor.
Meanwhile, for January 26, 2022, the assistant auditors will be responsible for observing production flow. On January 27, 2022, the lead auditor and the assistant auditors will be responsible for inspecting and observing repairs and maintenance processes for inventories. On January 28, 2022, the lead auditor will be responsible for recalculating cost applied and allocated through the production processes. On January 29, 2022, the lead auditor will be responsible for preparing audit report. On January 31, 2022, The lead auditor will be responsible for presenting audit report. And on the last day, February 1, 2022, the lead auditor will be responsible for post-audit processes and follow-up reports.